I'm 51 years old. I used to weigh at least 505 pounds. I'm going to do a half marathon. Good morning, Full Size Life family. Michael here. Day 98. Almost there. Goal. I don't talk much. Seems like. Goals for the steps today, 21,650. I've already got about half of that done. Yesterday, went to the doctor, got me some medication to get the inflammation down and basically flush out that joint in my toes. And last night I still had steps to do. I had about 7,000 steps left to do. Oh, that was so painful. By the end of the day, my feet are swollen up and I can't get them high enough while I'm working. At least doesn't seem like I can. But yeah, my shoes, I had to put my right shoe on at the loosest that it would go and still tie up. And that was a major difference in what it was like normally. So kind of freaked me out a little bit. And well, I sleep with my feet up above my heart so I don't have my feet all go back to semi-normal by morning. Semi-normal. Got to take a pill for the next 5 days, steroid, see if we can get that to go down. I'm going to start icing my feet when I'm done in the morning. If I can get all my steps in the morning done, at least 90% of them, then through the day I can get the rest of them just by walking around the house and walking in the driveway in the front yard. Got a circle-like driveway, so it's like 60 steps around if you do the outside loop of it. And if you do the inside loop, it's about 47, 50, somewhere about there. And yeah, that's how I finished up my steps last night, was just doing the driveway. I wasn't going to chance getting too far out. And it's chilly. Cars have frost on them this morning. I love the cold. You can put on clothes and to stay warm a lot easier than you could take them off to cool off. And I like this Patagonia jacket thing I'm wearing. I told my wife, don't tell me how much it cost. I'd like to get another one, but this one's fine. It's very breathy. It's like fleece on the inside, but it's checkered. So in between the little checkers or little squares, it ventilates or it breathes. And the only place I really get sweat when I'm wearing it is on the backpack side where the backpack is. I try not to cover up to. There we go. Needed to switch my hands around. Oops. Gotta get my vest where people can see it. Amazing news. We're at 30 subscribers. I can't believe on the outpouring of good message, or good comments, encouragement. It absolutely helps out a lot. Haven't got any more trolls. Only one troll so far. Well, that's good. I really do appreciate y'all. Saturday, gonna do a live stream while I'm walking. I'm gonna get it to where I'm getting used to doing live streams so I can start doing them daily. once I hit 50 subs, I can do live streams directly through YouTube's app. I don't have to jump a bunch of hurdles and figure out how to turn off the live stream via a desktop app afterwards, and it's kind of annoying. Yeah, I had one live stream that went 6.5 hours, but it was only like a 25-minute live stream. It's because I couldn't figure out, didn't know I needed to turn it off manually, essentially. And it's a learning thing. Trying to figure out what information y'all are wanting when I'm doing my walks and stuff. Oh, yeah, this is my favorite neighbor coming up here. She is the sweetest lady. Her dog is such a cutie. He has to come up and get his head scratched one time a day, every day I see him. And he knows that's all it is, it's just one. Good morning. I'm cold, but doing good. Yeah, I'd got like 10,000 steps done in like an hour and 15 minutes. So once I stop doing this, because I'm trying not to bounce so much or cover the camera with my face. That was weird. I must have hit something to stop the recording. Trying to get better at this so it doesn't bounce as much. I know the gimbal would help a lot. I'm working on getting used to it, and definitely use it for the live streams, because it means I can go off and keep my face on screen, but I can look at the screen to do some read some chats and stuff as they come in. So keep on going, keep on fighting. I'm going to try to put another pillow on top of my little footstool thing that I made a few years ago. I'll put a picture here what it looks like. It looks kind of rough. It's kind of cracked a little bit, the vinyl or whatever it is that's on top of it. But yeah, it serves a purpose. But I need to see if I can get it higher, or if I can put something on it, because it's got foam in it, but the foam has gotten pretty soft, so my feet are getting pretty close to just hitting wood. And I didn't have a staple gun back then, so I used screws, and well, if I put my feet up there too hard, I feel those screws. So need to put something else on it. Got a staple gun now, so it's just a matter of me taking time and getting it fixed. As far as food, breakfast, it's eggs, some type of meat, coffee all day, and or yogurt with some type of fruit and cereal type granola thing on top. And lunches this week is pretty much tuna salad and crackers, as I work while I eat, and need something that's I can come back to it over time. And my dinners are, I know people got problem with the seasonings and stuff, or whatever chemicals or however they treat the chickens, but Sam's Club rotisserie chickens, but like 8 ounces maybe 10 ounces of rotisserie chicken and 2 cups of vegetables for dinner. It's been pretty consistent. Trying to get my stomach to where it's calmed down. Don't have the runner's trots. And yeah, it seems to be working so far. Yeah, things you learn about your body when you're trying to do something that it doesn't want to do, or it's not used to doing. But I'd usually try to avoid breakfast until after I get all my steps in, so I can burn whatever carbs I still had left or sugars I still had left, and start working on burning some fat throughout the day, or at least throughout the walk. So it's pretty good. I don't know if the math is right, but I'm 4 pounds down from last time I weighed, and that was a little bit before Christmas, because I didn't want to see if I put on any weight during Christmas. So I kind of gave myself a reprieve, because I didn't want to get down in my head and find out, oh, I went back up in weight. But yeah, a few months ago I did something weird. I went off and did a I don't know, keto diet for 90 days. Didn't weigh myself the whole entire time, besides the starting weight and day 90's weight. And I lost a lot of water weight the first few days of that, and I think that was basically the majority of it. For 3 months I lost all that water weight, and then I went off and put on, or lost a few more pounds. But as of right now, I am below my weight in junior high, not junior high, when I was a junior in high school in 92, 93. So as far as like racing time, I've erased 32 pounds of weight from me. Not 32 pounds, 32 years worth of weight gain off of me, which is pretty cool. If I can get down to that 240, 250 mark, that'll be my freshman year in high school weight. And that's when I was still football playing ready. I hate it when it stops while I'm walking. Yeah, basically I couldn't afford it because I was working full time at that point to help support my family, pay the mortgage, the car payment. It was actually my car that I bought for them, but it was in my name. And you shouldn't be having to do that when you're a freshman in high school. But people back in the day had their kids working from 8 years old, 10 years old. I started making money probably about 10 years old. I was mowing lawns in the neighborhood. Oh, I had a nice racket on that. Lived in a neighborhood that had a bunch of steep backyards. These people in the early, or actually late 1980s, did not want to run a mower up and down those hills. They weren't big properties. I mean, they weren't big pieces of land or anything like that. It's just there was a big hill. And for, I don't know, if you go by inflation, I guess, I was making $20 a lawn every 2 weeks during summer per house. So in other words, one week I was, so let's say Saturday I mowed the lawn. 2 weeks later, mowed the same lawn. Once winter came around, went down to once a month, because, well, at a certain point in time down here in San Antonio, your grass is going to go dormant. Unless you are doing some serious overwatering. And since San Antonio is in a perpetual water conservation status, it really doesn't, people really don't get to have green lawns down here anymore unless they're like us, where you're, well, if we used enough water, have a septic that does sprinklers. I've got some green on my lawn, but it's not very much. I need to see about getting the sprinklers raised up or something. They're a little bit higher. They're a little bit down, so where when I run the mower over that, I don't actually chop the heads off. And I don't know. I'm babbling if you ain't figured it out. Yeah, my wife has got me a little concerned. Last week or so, she's been very stressed about work, and a couple times she's come into my office, or I've seen her, and she's shaking because she let her blood sugar get too low, and she needs to start eating better, but needs to start eating. So I'm calling out my wife. If she watches this, put a clock on your alarm on your phone or something. Eat something. I don't need you to get hurt. And I don't know why this has got like a 25 or 30 minute limit or 10-minute limit on recordings. It's kind of annoying because I don't know exactly what everybody's missed. Yeah. Oh. Well, my big thing is getting my story out there, letting people know I'm human, just like they are. Might be a little crazy, and I don't have everything perfect in my life. I'm cheap bastard. I normally am buying my running shoes from the Goodwill site, and instead of buying them all outright, just because I don't know which pair are going to feel best. And once I figure out which pair feels best, then I can focus in on them more. Need to switch arms, because honestly, that's my biggest thing, is taking care of my feet on all these walks. If I mess them up, then I'm just screwed. And I'm already to day 98 of 100 days of beating the recommended steps on the Garmin Connect app. Oh, my joggers, whatever, my walking pants stuff. They're pretty cool. Alright, I don't know why it stops. My walking pants that I've been using, they're pretty cool. They're from Outdoor Vitals. They're an ultralight backpacking company that's based in the US. Now, they don't make all their stuff in the US. I don't think they make any of it in the US. But they're a small company that has to design the stuff. And these things are stretchy. It's got like a 4-way stretch, and they have breathing like stripes down the sides, and most important, between the legs. Because I mean, I got all this extra weight on me, and extra skin, and I haven't had chafing this whole entire time. And they're just warm enough for this weather. Keep my legs warm. And of course they keep me from getting sunburned. Because if you're outside for 4 hours at a time, if you're doing it during daylight, you can end up getting burned pretty good. Yeah, the day I did my half marathon around my neighborhood, I got tanned. I didn't get burned, but you could see the difference around my eyes when I was wearing my sunglasses, or after I took them off. It's it was bright. Yeah, I usually wear glasses, but I've noticed when I'm walking, my prescription sunglasses are good, but my regular prescription glasses, I don't know what it is, but when I wear them and I look down, I feel like I'm a foot taller, which I know I'm not, but I have a tendency to step wrong a lot and land on and twist my knee just where it hurts. Get like a torn meniscus or something like that. It happened supposedly over time, but I know when it happened. And I had some doctors look at it and said, no, you just got arthritis. And it's like, no, there's something different. I'm just complaining. Oh, no one wants negativity, but I'm real. Oh, I don't know where I'm at on my steps now. Let me check real quick. Just about 13,000. So I'm gonna go now so I can speed this up. I want to have this done by 9:30, which I should at this point. It's 8 o'clock, so all I gotta do is 7,000 more steps in the next hour and change. So if you haven't liked, shared, subscribed, commented, it all helps. Oops, sorry, the sun's in my eyes. It all helps with the algorithm, with YouTube, and I don't know, I'm babbling. I'm gonna go now. Love y'all. Like, share, subscribe, share, comment. I'm gonna try to, I gotta cut this up probably about 10,000 times. I'm trying not to cut this stuff up so y'all can actually see me going, and less processed and less overproduced and stuff. So talk to y'all later. Bye.